Hello everybody, Drew here, tip of the mint flips, where I'm a stay-at-home dad and a part-time eBay reseller. And every 100 subscribers, there's a giveaway. So if you're watching, make sure you subscribe so you have a chance to win. I've got 10 orders going out today. I got like a 4 a.m. wake-up call from the baby, so I am surviving. So if I'm a little less energetic than normal, that is why. If I say something ludicrous, I am out of my mind at this point. So coffee is not helping. Maybe doing some work will help. So let's get going. First thing going out is, it's an album, Cat Stevens Greatest Hits. This one right here. And I was selling, I don't know, like one album a month. They were going very slow. I haven't listed any in a while. I have this giant section of albums to list, and those are just the ones I cherry picked that seemed like they were going to be worth the most money or worth my time to list. And then I have like hundreds more that are lots or just probably just better off in a garage sale instead of messing with them. But I have 3 of them that sold today. So that's cool. Next up, C4 is a Joe Camel. C1, 2, 3, 4. It's a Joe Camel coat. It's kind of like a vinyl poly something or other, but it's all bundled up right there. You won't get a good look at it outside of the picture, of course. And the albums I got, see, I'm already discombobulated. The albums, I bought a large collection, hundreds of them for my dad. I think I paid $300 for all of them, $250 for all of them. I don't remember exactly, but it broke down to less than $1 a piece. And did I even say how much I got for that? I'm so all over the place. And my last, actually a couple videos ago, I got a big, the thumbnail or something went well. Got a bunch of new subscribers. So any new viewers, I apologize for how I am right now. That's not normal. I'm usually a little bit more together. So the Cat Stevens album, if I didn't say, $14.99 free shipping, paid less than $1. I'll have to break that down at some point, but I think it's even less than 50 cents a piece. And then for the Camel coat, jacket, zip up, promo, windbreaker, Tyvek, there we go, $24.59 free shipping. And that I got from my father, but I don't know. Usually with the stuff I get from him, I pay him or anybody that I sell something for them. I don't sell stuff for people. I don't do commission. It's too much of a hassle. I tell them outright, I will give you 30% of what I assume I will get. Because then that covers all my fees, covers all my shipping, covers all my costs, covers the fact that I run sales, covers that I might take an offer, and then there's still profits for me. That's the only way I do it. Commissions, it gets too messy, too much to keep track of. I don't mess with it. And then also, people are always shocked when I say, I'll give you 30% of what I expect to get. Because they more want to be like, hey, I got this thing. How would you sell it for me? I'll give you a few bucks. Give me a few bucks? How cheap do you think my time is? The value I put on my time, whew, definitely more than other people would. Next up, we got another album. The second chapter of Axe. So is that under S? Ugh. Is it under 2? Here we go. Oh, the group is actually Mansion Builder, and the album is Second Chapter of Axe. So this album right here, $10.99 free shipping. And the albums, of course, do go media mail. If you're going to sell albums, I suggest, let me see if I can get one out. I suggest you get record poly sleeves and record mailers. Okay, it does, of course, add to the cost, therefore take some of your margins away. But for the ease, I've had a 100% success rate because this waterproofs it, also keeps the album from sliding in and out. And then, of course, that's the other way, the other part, the record mailers, very fast. You can do that yourself. You can take a big piece of cardboard, cut it, da-da-da-da-da. But if you're selling a $10.99 album, that amount of time, I think, is a bigger cost than the mailers themselves, in my opinion. Next up, another album. It is Rocky. original motion picture soundtrack right here. And this I actually got from a friend of mine, and he gave it to me for free. He had some stuff sitting around. He said, hey, you want any of this? I looked through it really quick, grabbed 2 or 3 things. That was one of them. On sale, $9.34, free shipping. Of course, media mail. Next up, it's in the pin holder, B3D, which is this. And I know there's more than one item, so I'm just going to grab it. It is a vintage boat propeller tie tack, B3D8. This one right here, here we go, boat propeller tie tack. It does actually spin. That's cool. Well, it moves. Spin would be kind of a over exaggeration. And for that item, $12.74 free shipping. I got that at an estate sale. Actually went on the first day and paid full price, but I bought a bag of tie tacks and cufflinks and pins. I got that, I want to say I paid $30 for the whole bag, but there was, I don't know, 100 items in it. And some of the cufflinks and tie tacks were vintage high end, like $30 to $70, big money. It ended up being hundreds of dollars worth of inventory, but definitely something to look out for. Because somebody would pick it up and they're like, ah, it's a bunch of stuff, $30 seems a little expensive. But I looked up and went, okay, there's 100 items in here. If they're $9.99 a piece, I'm making great money. So that one right there, $12.74 free shipping. I love it. And then next one, I don't think this came in that same lot, but it was the same, different lot. It was at a garage sale, but it was the same kind of thing. I picked up a bag of pins and might have had some jewelry in it. And it was 50 items, and it was, you know, maybe $5. I don't remember exactly how much, but it was cheap per item. Some of the stuff not worth it. And then this one, oh, it's actually in B36. Grabbed that for no reason. What the heck is B36? Is that even a place? Okay, it's supposed to be B3D, which is this container 6. Okay. We're getting it together, but it's a Lions Club. Lions Club, right? Lions International. I don't know exactly what that is, but some type of organization. Lions Club International member lapel pin on sale, $9.34 free shipping. And items like this, even when you send them first class, it's usually like $3.34, something like that. So it gets really cheap, which, I mean, technically, if I really wanted to, I could send this with a stamp, but you'd have no tracking. That, you know, gets a little risky. But you could use you could put it in you take a loop of bubble wrap, a little bit of bubble wrap, put it in I'm not saying to do this, I'm just saying you could put it in an envelope, and you would put a non-machinable stamp on there. I don't remember how much those are, but they're a little more expensive than a regular stamp, but it just means it doesn't go through the machine, through the envelope machine. I mean, you could do that and get your shipping costs down under $1. I am not suggesting, I'm just putting information out there. Next up, D3 is a U.S. Kids Golf Club head cover. D3, this one right here. I don't know why it says, oh, because it's a kid's side, but it's a USKG. I don't know what that stands for. U.S. Kids Golf would be my guess. There we go. It's for a hybrid, and that item right there probably came in a Kyle mystery box. I have another source beyond that for club covers, but that one, $10.50 free shipping. I did take an offer. Next up on C4 is Bose MediaMate computer speakers. C4, way in the back. Way in the back. Oh, man. I'm going to make a mess. I know it. Or I'm going to put something where I shouldn't and never find it again. Those are my two options. Make a mess or lose something forever. All right, that's as precarious as it gets. Let's do it. This will take a couple trips, so let me take a couple trips. All right, there they are, Bose speakers. I think I got those for free at an estate sale down the road from me. They had a trailer outside. This person was a bit of a tinkerer / hoarder. And so they just had keyboards and monitors and a bunch of stuff, plugs, headphones, stuff that they just really didn't want to deal with. Untangling the cords, I think, was the deal. And they said, all that stuff is yours to have. I think that's where I got these, so they would have been free. and I accepted a pretty low offer. I think I had them listed $34.99 plus shipping. I accepted $23 plus shipping. But the reason I did that is because when I listed them, there was almost no solds of the cream. The black ones sold great, but for some reason, people just don't care to buy that color of them. I don't know, whatever. When I listed them with the anticipation that I was going to take a lowball offer. And so I did, $23 plus shipping. The only other options that came in Mikhail mystery box, so either way, it was either free or cost of goods less than $1. Pretty much the same thing. All right, next thing going out, C3 is a vintage Mattel Skipper. Skipper doll. What did I even say? C3? Yes, I did. C3. Is this the last of all the Barbies? I think it might be. I mean, I do know this isn't a Barbie. It's a Skipper, but it's a suntan Skipper from 1967. And that one right there, it says $15.29, but that's not what I actually got for it. And I think it was listed $19.99, but again, it's I think the last of all the Barbie stuff that I had. I might have an outfit still listed in one of the drawers, but as far as the actual Barbies, that's the last of it. Mikhail mystery box, that one, way less than $1, because not only was it a full box of stuff that I got, which means most items are less than $1, in that box was a vintage Barbie carry case, and then in that carry case were multiple vintage Barbies and many, many clothing pieces. So I'm talking pennies for that thing. I countered an offer so I actually sold for $12.99 free shipping. I countered an offer, and then it came up $15.29 that they paid for. They messaged me, hey, I accidentally declined your offer and paid the full price, which has happened to me a handful of times, 10, 15 times. But this is the first time they've actually noticed and messaged me. I don't know. Some people are just really willy-nilly with their spending and their money. So either way, $12.99 free shipping. I do have to remember to refund them the difference. And then last thing going out is a TCG player order, and it is Ancient Mew. It's a promo from, I'm not sure where, maybe McDonald's or something like that. I don't remember exactly where. I actually only got into Pokemon lately, like in the last 4 years. I couldn't afford it as a child, so maybe it's me living out something I desired as a child. I don't know. But this one, it's near mint. I ended up getting $27.98 free shipping, and the centering, like the card's mint, but the centering's way off, or else I would have got it graded. But that's a little over the limit for me to just throw in an envelope with a stamp. And by throw in an envelope, I don't mean throw it in an envelope. There's other things I do to protect it. So I might go ahead and pay for first class, give it shipping, give it tracking, all that kind of stuff. Unless I can send it with unless I can put it in a small, they have the very small padded envelopes. If I can put it in one of those and then just use a unmachinable stamp, I'll do that. But what I do for more expensive cards is you do a penny sleeve, you do a top loader, you do a piece of cardboard, and then all of that goes into what's called a team bag right here. And I just ordered 1,000 of those. I got them at, it works out to 0.2, I got the math here somewhere, 0.212 cents each. No, sorry, 2.12 cents each. So, that's not crazy money, and it's worth the protection, and it looks better, especially if you're shipping multiple cards, things like that. But also, these are going to come in handy for me so that I don't have to do this kind of thing anymore. It'll be perfect for things like jewelry, just little things that I normally don't want to lose, but especially, things like this, jewelry. And speaking of, those more expensive things, Swank was one of the companies from the big cufflink buy and pin buy. Swank, that's a good company to look out for. Since it was in my hand, I'll mention it. But those, because what I end up doing is I'll file it away in a bag like that, a Ziploc or a sandwich bag, and then I end up with this. Because when it sells, I take them out because they do add a decent amount of weight, and I don't think it looks that great. So I take them out. I just use bubble wrap. But something like this looks a lot more professional. I think it's just, I'm going to find a lot more uses for them. So yeah, let me show you a picture. This is kind of an off-brand. This, what is the brand even called? I think the brand is Collect, Save, Protect, but they're pretty good. I didn't go with the cheapest one because the reviews were terrible, but these ones are, they're not, what's that the big brand? Ultra Pro. They're not, you know, Ultra Pro quality, or there's another one, they're like a black label. I don't remember what that brand is. Those are still a little better, but for the price, I'll go with those. And you can get something like this where it's really, really cheap for more like the jewelry packaging appeal thing. But I do want these with the resealable, because I think when you go cheap, they don't have the resealable strip on them. So that's what I wanted to do. I did end up finishing up a project I started forever ago. I had a bunch of James Patterson books. Tend to buy them if I find them in big lots, or, you know, yeah, if I find them in big lots, I'll buy a bunch of them, and then I just file them away to eventually make sets. I don't try to sell them individually, but it's good and bad that I left this project unfinished for some reason. I was missing 3 books to make the lots. I ordered those yesterday. I got them from a bookstore that did a buy 2, get 1 free. So it cost me after tax, $7.34 for all 3 books to complete. Not fully complete, but make the sets complete enough to sell. Like one of them's 1 through 16. The other one's 1 through 9. So very cheap to get that done. But the reason it's kind of good I held off is because I listed a bunch of books since then. And I got a little bit more better. I got a little more knowledge. I got better at it. And so I was like, okay, a couple of these are first editions. I should at least check. Modern first editions, you know, that's a little more speculative. They don't demand a huge amount. Sometimes, you know, everything has gradients in a gray area. But the first one, which I think is Kiss the Girls, maybe? Kiss the Girls is the first one in the series, but I think I had to order that one. But one of them, maybe it was Roses Are Red. It was I know I listed 2. I'm just trying to see what the other one was. Maybe it'll jog my memory, but I'm not wearing my glasses, so I really can't see. Oh, Along Came a Spider. It was either Roses Are Red or Along Came a Spider was they were both first edition, but one of them worth about $50. I figure I'll get $34.99 free shipping, somewhere in that range. And the other one was like $12.99, but I had multiple copies of both. So taking and not putting the first edition in the lot made a lot of sense. So glad I didn't, you know, throw away profits. You don't want to do that. So my inability to get something done possibly will make me more money. I definitely don't want to assume that will work going forward. It would be better if I would have just listed originally and got the money and the project was done. Even though it would have been more money. Don't sit things around. I can't believe that I went through all the work of sorting those, figuring out which books I was missing, and I never ordered the books. I don't know what happened between getting them and something else. I don't know. I'd have to go back to some old videos to try to figure that out, and that's not going to happen. Next day here, not a shipping day for me, but like I had mentioned before, really trying to get the cards out immediately for TCG Player, because the sooner they get out, the sooner I get they have a feedback system, but if there's not negative feedback and the time exceeds the expected delivery date, and they don't give you negative, you still get it as a completed sale. That's how that works, because there's no tracking if you send it with a stamp. So I got this really cute surfing fat Pikachu from the 25th anniversary edition. This is like $1.70 card or something. Not really great money, but I did do the math with the cards I've sold so far after fees, shipping, everything. I've got a profit of $38.64. It's not going to move the needle, but it's something that, because I deal with cards, because I collect cards, because I come into cards often, because I know them enough and I like to deal with them, that integrating that into my business makes sense. So that goes out today. And then since I'm already shipping that out, I also am going to send out the subscriber giveaway prize, which was Kathy Black. Thank you for entering. Congratulations on winning. And you chose a Farberware replacement grill top. You get 2 Tip of the Mitt Flips stickers. You get a Tip of the Mitt Flips magnet. And you get a Tip of the Mitt Flips pin. When you get the pin, do realize it has a plastic coating on it, like a plastic film. It's not defective, just peel that off and then it's shiny and new looking. And a big thank you again to the Lowrys who provided those for me. They've been around since the beginning. They won the first subscriber giveaway I ever did. They've been really supportive. I appreciate them. Appreciate everyone that entered. I guess since I'm shipping stuff out, I got a couple other orders. I might as well pull them. Why not? Why waste a trip to the post office? That makes no sense. So we got an album. It is Joan Baez, I think is how you say it. I only know one of her songs, and I very much prefer the version done by the band. Here we go. Joan Baez, The Ballad Book. This looks like it's a double album. Let's see, what's that song called? Is it on this one? Oh, she does a cover of House of the Rising Sun. I haven't heard that. I'll check that out. I am blanking on the name of the song. It's a song about the Civil War. I can't remember the name of it, but the version that the band does, I think, is much better. I could be biased because I love the band. Future Back from the Post Office, Drew. I had this thought while I was gone. I will link the song, by the way, the night they... God, my memory's so terrible. The night they drove Old Dixie down. I will link the Joan Baez version and the band version at the end of this video. If you want to play along, watch both, or if you've already know which one is your favorite, watch both and comment which one you prefer. Or if you've never heard of them, never seen it, whatever. Again, watch both, comment below which one is your favorite. Also, just because I'm on the subject, the band... It was a Martin Scorsese done documentary. It's called The Last Waltz. I mean, it's so good. I mean, music, yes. The Scorsese end of it, the editing, all that. It's great. I love it. I watch it like once a year. It's great. And then the other thing going out is in the pen box. So let me go ahead and grab that. And this came in a big lot of pens from Kyle Mystery Box. And there wasn't a very super high end. A lot of it was this kind of thing. A vintage American Express right here. And you'll see it says American Express right there. It's a twist pen, vintage American Express pen. And that I got, did I say how much I got for the album? The album, $8.24 free shipping. It was on sale. It goes media mail. And then the pen, $9.99 free shipping. I don't think the pen was on sale. I think that was full asking price. But pens are my jam. I love them because at the estate sales where things are overpriced, they tend to forget the bathroom, the cleaning supplies, and yes, there are cleaning supplies worth good money. I sold an antique bar of soap once for like $30, new in package, but I mean, it was in a free box at a garage sale. And I picked it up and I was like, this looks old. And it was a free box. I just took it to look up later and ended up being like $30. And then the junk drawers, the pen drawers, things like that. Or they'll just empty the junk drawer and put it in a bag because people assume this kind of thing is worthless. $9.99 free shipping is not worthless to me. That is for sure. Well, that's going to be all for this one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, go ahead and give it a thumbs down. Subscribe, share, and be good to each other. Just really neat. Hey, Pete. Do they ever really fix things? I have no idea what this is. What do I care? Let's go. I'm good at this.